Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your June 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you. So, diving on in, we have this number 5 card for the overall energy, and it says orphaned. Okay, so immediately I'm getting this feeling of sadness or neglect, maybe a sense of abandonment. Maybe there was a recent confrontation or argument with a friend or a family member or even a partner. Some of you are doing some inner child healing this month, and I think that there's a sense of abandonment from somebody that you are either going to be working on healing, or it's something that might be resurfacing at this time. So what this card says for the essential meaning is a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. So that's really strong. Some of you could be feeling like you just haven't met your soul tribe, your soul family. Some of you feel this sense of longing for people that maybe you've never even met, but you still feel like almost like you're searching for somebody or a sense of belonging. So the oracle's message says we are all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So yeah, you could have a group of friends or a community that you used to really enjoy being around, and now you're not finding that joy anymore. Maybe you're longing to find something different that vibes with you now. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're human beings. We're constantly changing, constantly evolving. And so I would encourage you to follow that pull that you're feeling, because there's always something to learn in any new situations that we put ourselves in. And I also like the vibe here where it's like it's okay to let go of the pressure to fit in. Not everyone's going to understand you. And I say all the time, I'm not for everyone. I know that. There's going to be people who don't like me. There's going to be groups of people that I don't fit in with. And so I think that having that understanding as you're going forward in the month of June is going to be essential for your mental and emotional health. So another main theme for June 2023 for you Sagittarius is this King of Air, and it says brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. So this could be a person coming into your life who's an air sign, so that would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. However, this could be you embodying this archetypal energy of the King of Air or King of Swords. And it says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So I think that the King of Air is reminding you in the month of June, you're going to have to consider, what do I feel is best and right for me, as well as what are my current obligations. So maybe it's talking about, okay, let's be mature, let's be professional, let's handle things with a sense of professionality. Is that a word? So like if you are in a job where you're unhappy, definitely put in your 2 weeks notice or your 1 month notice. Don't just up and quit. That's what Spirit is encouraging you to do, is to do things still professionally, but also like remember that we need to balance the mental and the emotional. We need to make sure that we're doing things that align with our mental emotional needs and spiritual needs, but we also need to be practical about it as well. So there's an element of practicality. But it's also telling you, follow your heart here and speak your mind with confidence. Speak up for yourself. Speak authentically. Speak from a place of truth. Okay, speak your truth. We have some other supporting character cards that have fallen out here, and we have the Seven of Water, which says a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So yeah, there's definitely some type of decision that needs to be made here in the month of June. Spirit's telling you, stop the procrastinating. If there's something that you're been thinking about, you would like to look into, do the research on it. Stop pushing this off. This is not something that can wait. And it's because this feels like it's something that you're supposed to be doing at this time. And if we don't take action to bring these things into our life on our own, then Spirit will find a way to push out what's not serving us. And sometimes that doesn't always feel the best, right? But the Seven of Water is also reminding you that you have options, you have choices. You know, you are not just, oh gosh, another character in the Matrix or something like that. You have choices here. And then we have the number 20, renewal, which would be like the Judgment card. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So I strongly feel like these cards are indicating that it's time to follow this inner calling, this nudge. When I see the renewal card or the Judgment card, it's like this call home. You're hearing the trumpet's call. That's the image that I'm getting. You're hearing this call and you're choosing to follow that. And you also know, it says a favorable assessment of the facts. I think that you're going to be doing like a list of pros and cons. Should I move on from this relationship? So should I stay in this relationship? What are the benefits? What are the cons? Same with like a job situation, or maybe you're in a community thing, whatever that is for you. But you're assessing stuff. And I think that that's really important for you to look at things from a heartfelt space, but also that sense of practicality. Let's take a look at what is some incoming energy for you in June. Maybe you haven't seen this coming, maybe you do, but this seems to be some stuff that's coming in for you. We have the Queen of Swords. So we had the King of Air, which would be the King of Swords, and now we have the Queen as well. So this could be a divine partnership. This could be you linking up with somebody in the right timing. I'm also hearing something about the right timing. You could feel a magnetism between you and somebody else, or you in some type of situation. This could also be talking about like a therapist, a professional, a counselor, something like that, who's going to help you communicate. This could, maybe it's a writing coach, maybe it's a vocal coach or something. So I am getting a sense of like coaching here as well, asking somebody for help to bump you up to the next level. There's a level of like research and advancement. But swords are all about communication as well. So I think that communication is going to be a key part of June for you, working on your voice, working on communication. We have another swords energy here, which is a 5 of Swords. So I feel like whatever this complicated decision is for you, it's kind of giving you a headache. But once you are able to make this decision, you will feel a sense of freedom. I almost feel like this raven or crow, I think it's supposed to be a raven, is like cawing right in his ear. It's that nonstop, I'm hearing the call, I'm getting the signs, the synchronicities, but I've been ignoring them. And finally, it's to the point where you can't ignore this any longer. And when you do listen to these messages, you're going to feel a sense of freedom. This 10 of Swords is like one thing after another has happened, and you get to the point of overwhelm where you can't take it anymore. And Spirit's saying, we don't want you to get to that point, but we will keep going with the signs and the synchronicities, things not working out in your favor because it's not meant to be. You're not meant to be doing that old thing anymore. You're supposed to be moving on. So once you heed that call, it looks like you will be able to move on and feel this sense of freedom. And I definitely see that with this 9 of Cups card. Look at how free this person looks. This is wishes come true, manifestations coming to fruition. All the beautiful things, abundance, wealth, prosperity, health, whatever you're wishing for most at this time, you have the energy, the energetic awareness. What's the word that I'm looking for? Maybe the manifesting abilities. Like if you truly set your mind to it, if you say, you know what, I'm ready for this, I feel like the blessings are going to flow in, but you have to let Spirit know, I'm ready for this. And I think that things will start to shift. And you also have to remember to take the actionable steps to invite that in as well. You can't say I'm ready for this, but then not do anything to support it, whatever that means, right? Okay, so we have the Emperor card, which is number 4. There could be an Aries that it becomes important in your life. This represents Aries energy, but also maybe there's just a fire sign. This is somebody who feels confident. They're a rock. They're somebody who you can rely on. This could also represent a father figure, or even potentially a partnership, like a husband or maybe a wife that's just very firm and more in their masculine energy. For some of you, I'm getting kind of like boss energy. And when I see King of Air and then the Emperor, I'm getting boss energy for sure. So some of you could be stepping into a leadership role. You could be, it could just be you being the boss of your own life. You're not letting other people push you around. You're not, Well, the first words that came to mind were you're not taking shit from anybody else anymore. But I also think there's not a sense of overreacting that I'm picking up from this. This is like calm, cool, collected, but I'm firm. You know, when I say I've had enough of something, I've had enough and I'm done with it. I'm not going to overreact. I'm going to proceed in a mature manner while setting firm boundaries. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting from that. Some of you also might be getting a tattoo in the month of June. That tattoo on his arm just really stood out. Okay, that's cool. And Page of Cups, I feel like you might step into a new level of creativity. You might feel like you want to explore something, explore your love life, explore a relationship, explore, maybe you're getting back out on the dating scene. Some of you might be picking up an artistic hobby in the month of June. So maybe you're crafting or finding something new that maybe you haven't done before or you've been wanting to do. Maybe you're starting to do that. Maybe you're taking a cooking class or a painting class or something like that. If this feels very creative, feels like you're following your heart and your intuition, and it feels really fun. So you're stepping into a time where you're being more authentic to who you are. You're being the boss of your life, but you're also having fun with it. Like you're not taking stuff too seriously. And I love that. I think that there's a lot of emotions that you're going to be working through in the month of June, but I feel like you're also going to embrace the sense of joy and fun of life. So let's talk about a potential challenge for you. So we have the 8 of Cups and the Chariot card. So this is number 7 in the major arcana, and then of the cups suit, this is number 8. So we have a 7 and an 8. So it's almost like taking the step. You're having a hard time taking the step forward. You're having a hard time moving on. So I feel like this is referencing that original orphaned card that's in the back there that we talked about. I feel like you have this sense of obligation here to maybe a group of people or family. Maybe you've been feeling a call to move away from home. But you also don't want to like upset or disappoint your family by being away from them. So it's almost like you kind of doing some research on your own about apartments for rent in whatever area you'd like to move to, and one finally comes up, and it's like you waiting until the absolute last minute to be like, hey, you know what, I found this apartment for rent, and I think that I'm gonna I made a deposit on it. I almost feel like it's you being a little bit sneaky, but it doesn't feel negative. Okay, so that's obviously just going to be for some of you, and that apartment situation was just an example. I almost feel like you're either doing some type of research on your own that's kind of like you're laying low about something. On this 8 of Cups, he's moving in the night. He doesn't want these other people to see that he's moving on. He has big goals, big dreams, big plans for himself. The Chariot card wants you to move forward and have faith that everything is going to work out. But I do think that might be a challenge for you, is having that faith that I'm going to be pulled where I'm supposed to be. So having the faith, keeping the faith might be a potential challenge for you in the month of June, and actually taking the step to move or move on in whatever capacity that means for you. This could also just be like get the ball rolling, and then things start picking up momentum in, maybe in Cancer season, which would be the following season after Gemini. So June, July time frame might be when things start to really get moving here. Chariot is Cancer energy, so just a potential. And Cancer is also a water sign. So, and we have Cups a Cups card here, which Cups is water energy. So from the Rebel deck here, which has swearing in it, it's an oracle deck, but the messages are fun, they're funny, but they're also kind of brutal. So brace yourself here. We have, get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So I think that this totally goes along with the King of Air energy, the back and forth that we're feeling, the balance between the head and the heart, the head and the emotions. It's telling you, get out of your head. You've got to follow your heart and your intuition. You can't just take everything from a very diplomatic viewpoint. You can't look at everything just as cut and dry, because nothing is, most things are not cut and dry. It's telling you, get out of your head, get into your heart, get into your emotions. Following your emotions, following your gut instincts at this time are going to be best and right for you. Of course, deal with the practical stuff that you have to deal with, but also take action on following those intuitive nudges, that intuitive pull. And then Spirit's also telling you, take a shot. Don't take 12, take 1. Okay, maybe 2. Move on. So there's that strong message again of it's time to move on. This 8 of Cups is telling you it might be a challenge. It might be hard to start that process, but it's going to be essential that you do it. It's time to move on. And when it says take a shot, to me, that's not talking about the drink. To me, when I first read that, it was saying, make your move, take a shot, take a chance, okay? And it's saying, like, you don't have to go overboard. You don't have to go, like, 100% I am right now quitting my job and moving on to my dream career or starting my dream business, but it's like, y'all, you don't even have the degree that you need. You don't even have the business license. You don't have, like, it's also telling you, okay, take the first step, time to move on, take the shot, get the ball rolling on this. You don't have to dive completely headfirst in right now, but you've got to start somewhere, and now's the time. Okay, so this video is actually going way longer than I've done most of my other ones, but it's fine because you have a lot of important messages to hear, Sagittarius. So some last supporting messages that we have for the month of June for you is the Six of Cups and the Moon. So what I'm seeing for this is there could be somebody from your past trying to re-enter your life. I would just be aware of if there's something that they're keeping from you. Like, is there some type of hidden agenda? Was this somebody who lied to you in the past, did you wrong? This could also be an ex trying to reach out to you again. And so I'm just going to read the top of these cards. Six of Cups says nostalgia, memories, familiarity, healing, comfort, sentimentality, and pleasure. This could also be somebody gifting you something. Somebody could be taking you out on a date at night specifically. That's one of the things that I was getting. So it could be like date night could be important. With the Moon card, it says illusion, intuition, uncertainty, confusion, complexity, secrets, unconsciousness. So the Moon card is also talking about the moon has different phases, right? Sometimes it's a full moon where almost everything is clear. There's a lot that's illuminated for us, but we can only see so far. And it's kind of like we don't always see what's on the other side of the mountain until we get to the edge, right? Or it's going to illuminate our path so far, but then we have to walk further for us to see more. So it's like we're not going to be able to show you every single little thing that's going to happen along the way. That's not going to happen. But it's important that you start walking this path so that you can see more than what you currently are. So that's a message. Some of you, there might also be, totally on a separate topic, but there might be a childhood friend that is not, like I'm almost wondering, like for some of you, I see like a childhood friend who has feelings for you, but they know that either you're married or you're in a relationship, and so they're not being 100% like clear on what their intentions are, and maybe they don't even know what their intentions are, but I feel like this might be talking about somebody who has feelings for you as well, and obviously that's only going to resonate for some people. And then the very last card that I have here is Clear Quartz. This is from the Crystal Spirits Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. I kept pulling and pulling from this deck. I was like, I just want one card, Spirit, but a bunch of cards kept falling out. The only one that repeated itself was Clear Quartz. So I finally just pulled that one out. I said, this is what they need to know. This is number 18, which condenses down to the number 9. 9 is about big changes, transitions, endings. So, I mean, from a numerology aspect, this card does fit with what's going on in your life right now. So the essential meaning of Clear Quartz is amplification, magnification, expansion, and growth. It says, when Clear Quartz Spirit appears, it is time to focus on growth and expansion. Whatever you appreciate, love, abundance, or anything else, will grow simply by your observing it and feeling gratitude for it. Are you paying attention to all that is good in your life? Clear Quartz Spirit brings the message that you will amplify whatever you focus on, so focus well. Be mindful of what receives the bulk of your notice. Find what is healing and nurturing and what fosters your well-being. Express gratitude for the bounty that is yours, and it will expand. Whatever makes you feel happy and alive, do more of it. All right, Sagittarius, those are your messages. But before you go, if these messages resonated for you, feel free to comment below, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications. All of these things show my channel lots of love and support, and it'll also let the algorithm know that you like these types of videos and will show you more. So if you are interested in a personal reading, however, where you can ask specific questions and I tap in specifically to your energy, you can schedule that on crystallizewithkate.com. I offer in-person, Zoom, phone, and email readings, and all of my prices are on my website. So I hope you have a beautiful month of June, and I will see you in another video, Sagittarius.